Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another technical talk. Today's training video is going to be about the RSI, or the Relative Strength Index. This tool helps you guys follow the major banks and institutions, basically following the whales of the industry, the major players. When trading, you want to flow with the money, not against it. Flowing with the big money is the smart idea because they're going to win their trades, especially in an unregulated market like we are dealing with right now. The whales are controlling the market and manipulating it, so follow along with them the best that you can. Now, you can identify when your crypto is oversold or overbought, which means a retrace or a correction is definitely necessary. Here's an example of the indicator, how I find it, how I set it up, and how I find the regions of being overbought and oversold. So first, you want to go to indicators. You want to just type in RSI. You see Relative Strength Index right there. It pops up on the bottom. Okay, many people do this differently. You're going to leave it set up just the way it is. RSI 14 close. If you wanted to change anything like the color of the line, you would go here. You would change the style. You can change it any way you want. You can change the color of the inside, the background color they call it. You can change the lower band here. You can change the upper band here. You can change the locations of the shaded area. Now, they're set at 70 and 30. Okay, when price falls to 30, it becomes almost oversold, which means too many people have been selling it. The selling pressure has lasted too long. Buying opportunities are going to be showing up shortly. Anything below that is completely oversold. As you can see, once we enter this area, it stays in this area here. We enter it, and then it completely bounces to the top before it ever gets back down in that area again. It just keeps working its way back to the top. This is a daily chart, guys, but it gets its way out, keeps working its way back up towards the middle, which is where it feels more comfortable. This is like home. This is home base right here in the middle. You can see once it touched the top, it completely spiked back down because it was overbought in this area. Too many people are buying Bitcoin rapidly. It reached all the way to 76. 70 is oversold or overbought. So it reached all the way to 76, and then a big sell back down to the middle ranges of 50. Like I told you guys, this is where it feels more comfortable at. And you can see if you scroll backwards, the last time it would reach these levels was in July of 2018, almost a year ago. Was the last time it reached these levels on the RSI. And what happened? It shot completely all the way down, pinpoint to the oversold levels. So we could expect something like that to happen here, or we could hold this level here and work our way back up because of the technicals that are showing up. We've broken out of the bullish channel, or bearish channel. We've completely retested it here, and we are holding the MAs currently right now with a nice dead cat bounce, holding under the 18 EMA rather, or the 8 EMA rather. So that's one way to look at it. Oversold, overbought areas. This is not a tool to use for a trade by itself. You're going to use this tool with many other trading technical analysis tools, trend lines, support and resistance, Fibonacci, to make the best entry or to make the best decision on your analysis. Now let's look at other charts. Let's go down to the 4-hour. As you can see here, this is a way to find out if your charts are flowing with each other, okay? If these charts are making higher highs here, you want to see higher highs on the chart as well. That means the chart is flowing with the money, and the chart is not trying to trick you. So we see higher high, higher high. It goes for the top as well. You want to see this and this being exact. So this peak is lower than this peak, okay? But now you see something irregular here. You'll see what's called divergence. So when you have higher highs being formed up here, okay, goes up, comes down, goes up, makes a higher high here. And on the RSI, it looks like it's trending down. We didn't see that. Okay, before any of this was here, you would have seen this peak and this peak that does not match this peak and this peak going up, this peak and this peak going down. This is a divergence. This tells you that the market is fooling you into thinking we are going to keep heading up. We are going to keep going bullish, getting people to FOMO in. This is like a bull trap. Shoots up and then stalls out, and then a huge correction in the market. Okay, you could have been notified by this here and seen that this is divergence. You could have sold at the top here, seeing this divergence along with your other technicals, knowing that we need a big retrace in the market, knowing we've hit resistance levels at 4,200. All these things in tow, you would know that we could sell this up top and catch a nice short back down to resistance levels, or excuse me, back down to support levels. Okay, and this is another way to use the RSI. You want to use trend lines down here in the RSI as well. Just see, is this trending in the way that the chart is trending? And now we've broken the trend. We've broken the trend here. So now, are we going to come back up and retest this line here? Could we come back up right here and retest this area in here back to about 56? I mean, that could be somewhere in here. So you want to use the RSI to see which way price is trending, which way the banks and the institutions, the whales are moving the market. Follow the whales. Don't necessarily follow the chart if it doesn't match your other tools. Now, as I'm charting and as I'm looking, this is not something I have on my charts all the time. You guys don't ever see this, but I use it as a confluence. If I'm seeing something irregular, or I want more confluence to see if my analysis is correct, I'll pull out other tools. I have a lot more tools that I'll actually show you guys in following videos. But today, we're going to stick with the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, and this is how you use it to identify opportunities and to know when to get in and out of the market. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Any questions, please post them in the area below. Otherwise, if you guys want our free ebook, the Cryptocurrency Consumer Guide, please click that link in the description below. It's at bitcoinconsumerguide.com/YT. That's like YouTube. Get your free ebook. It's got plenty of things you're going to need to know in order to make some money in this market. I bet you learned something, even if you're a veteran. For those of you that are brand new, click that link and make sure you watch the next free video by Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor himself. Check that out, guys. Watch for the quick retrace before I think some more downside is inevitable, before we ultimately head back up to our upside targets. See you guys on the next training video.